Hi folks, here we are at the Daytona Swap Meet. This is the spring turkey run. This is the 34th annual. They have a fall one. That's coming up on the 50th annual this year, but this is the spring meet. So it's a little smaller. It's got some rain and stuff going on today, so we'll walk around. It'll be nice and cool. No sun to get sunburns, and we'll walk around and show you what we can see, what's cool around here, and hope you enjoy the video. So here we are looking at some of the stuff in the swap meet. I'm going to have to talk over some of this because there's a lot of speakers playing music here. So some of this we're going to talk over, and we'll just kind of mention things as we go here. So this is a rat rod built up out of a Chevy truck. Looks like a 2-ton truck maybe on a more modern chassis. Up in there, we're pointing over there, is the bleachers for the Daytona racetrack. This is in Florida here. Here's a Chevy, little short box, 60s, with the wide window cab. Check it out here. Kind of a patina truck. Got some rust from being down on near the coast. We're used to stuff being a little more solid out where we are in South Dakota. So there's lots of parts here. There's also flea market stuff. You can see some things mixed in, but there's a lot of different pieces and parts and about anything you could want. We'll just kind of glance over stuff and mention some of the things. Here's a square body Chevy tailgate. Over here we got some Coca-Cola panels cut off of a Coke cooler or a Coke machine. Made up signs that the guy must be making himself. Some people in shorts and sweatshirts. Two different types of people there. It was a little chilly down here, so we were wearing sweatshirts ourselves on most of the day. But anyway, here's all kinds of small parts, door handles, radio bezels, gobs of smaller stuff. There's a bunch of carburetors, things like that. You can see some of the prices on them there. Muscle car stuff. Got some radios here. You can see there's just a sea of stuff in this booth here. It's mostly, I would guess, 60s and 70s muscle car stuff. We'll jump onto this next space here. They got a lot of surfboards down here. We don't see many of those in South Dakota. There's a little pedal car and a pleasure chest. This is pretty cool here. This is like a seat you can ride on there with handlebars for 40 bucks. A couple bikes there. Got a John Deere pedal tractor. Kind of a mishmash of stuff. There's a bicycle that looks like a dirt bike. Lots of Hot Wheels sun hats. We didn't need them today. I brought mine down from South Dakota, but about the whole time I was down here, it hasn't warmed up very much. There's a Ford hood ornament there, 45 bucks. It's the one with the lucite fin on the top, the deluxe one, I guess. Somewhere from a 46 to 8 Ford car. Yeah, we got lots of mechanical parts here. Some GMC emblems, Ford emblems, different stuff. Here's some manifolds, intakes. That one's brand new right there. Got a bell housing. You can see some of the prices. You can, if you want to see, if we're going too quick on your price, you just pause it and you can see the price tags on a lot of stuff if you do that. There's a Jeep tailgate. Well, we got some older ones over here. Got a T-bucket race car and another coupe behind it. Looks like a Ford coupe. Check these out. Look at the inline engine here with 2 carbs on it. Probably a fiberglass bucket, I'm guessing. Got some old Ford wheels on there. Got split manifolds. Dual carbs, that's pretty cool. Model T spring on the back. The other one, here's a Ford coupe. This looks like a 40, I guess, from the taillights. Doesn't look too bad rust-wise, a little on the lower edges that they've patched in there. Somebody's project that they gave up on, I guess. Here we got some gas pumps. This guy has quite a bit of cool stuff here. Check out this. It's like a child's, I don't know if it come out of a amusement park or what. A cut down bumper off a car to make it narrower. It looks like kind of a Buick grill shell. There it is, 4800. That's pretty cool. You could fit probably 4 kids in that thing and drive around. It's got a gas engine in the back end of it. Briggs & Stratton or something. There's a Trico wiper display. This guy had a lot of signs and stuff. There's some Coke lollipop sign. Check the price on that, $1,500. Got a Pepsi rack here where you could put the cases of Pepsi in there too. Polygas, DX, Diamond DX gas on the other one, 3,200 here, 2,200 there. Gas pumps and signs and stuff just are not cheap anymore. Takes a lot of money to buy them. There's a little Coke cooler with a refrigeration unit in there, $750. A Rexall sign back there, mobile. Some ride-on toys. Here's a neat little peanut machine or something here, 450 bucks. It's on a stand. The Master, it's called. You just saw that. I don't know if you noticed in the video, but that oil can just went flying. It wasn't a ghost. I think it's just the wind popped that off there. It looked kind of funny. Here's a stainless steel Coke cooler, 175. You don't see too many of the stainless ones. They're usually painted steel. Another gas pump here, Richfield. There's the guy's information there. If you're looking for anything he's got, you can call him up. Got a Coca-Cola button there on the ground. It's a porcelain one. Got a few chips in it, but got a good look to it. This is a nice little vending machine here, 275 bucks. Got the Monroe shock display there. This guy moves some stuff. He's got quite a few pumps, Coke coolers and stuff, a lot of weight there. Get over here to some more of the signs. Here's a small Coke chest there too. This is what they call a Coke Junior. It's 650. That's not too bad for that, but it's called the Junior because of the small size. It does not have a refrigeration. It's just a cooler. Put ice in there. Here's the Poplar Peterson Mercantile Company. That's kind of a nice little arrow sign. You can see all these different signs. There's another Poplar. They got 2 out of the same place. The men and women restroom signs. Here's Suncrest for 180, I think it was. This is a nice Coke button here on a sign. Serve Coke at home. Got the 6-pack on there. That's a good looking sign. Got quite a few more here. Pop signs, feed signs, crops, Atlantic Gasoline. This one, GE on that one. Step in the trailer here. They got a bunch more signs in here. Look at this old boat engine, Neptune it's called. Here's a Quaker State sign, $775 on that. Tin sign, painted. Got a big tight awl here, probably a 6-footer. Texaco, pure oil. That one's got some damage, $750. That would be a lot more money if it wasn't damaged. Here's the Chrysler motor cars here, porcelain. Looks like quite a collection here. Here's Coke, Pepsi, big ones, $1,000 for the Coke. There's a Firestone for $300. The paint's all, I don't know if it's painted over silver, I think. $300 on the Pepsi. Delco batteries, kind of a tall, skinny sign. $900 on that. Most people watching these videos want to see some prices and information on them. That's why we talk over them. Give you a little info on them here. Got quite a few lights here. Some Model T lights and toys. Some pressed steel trucks here. Guitars, you name it. There's a Marlboro neon sign and even a deer head here mounted up. This guy has a real eclectic collection here, all kinds of different stuff. Another deer head there. Queen Mary right there. All kinds of license plates and smaller advertising. There's another boat motor on the ground there. A couple of them. See a lot more boat motors in Florida than we do up in South Dakota. We get a few, but more likely to find them down here. Got some longboards, skateboards. That's kind of a cool light there. Lucas. So it's a foreign light. Kind of a nice little fog light. Got quite a few different crocks or jugs here, I should say. Whiskey jugs or whatever you want to put in them. There's a bunch of more surfboards there. Quite a pile of them. Buy your Woody wagon, put those on the top. Look at all the skateboards too. Boy, there's a pile of those. There's a Mohawk sign over there. Lots of signs at the swap meets now because they're selling so well. They're all coming out of the woodwork. Collection of oil cans there. Here's the Mohawk. This guy's got a lot of skateboards and surfboards. Look at them all. Dog there looks like it's leaving a present for the owner. Here's a rat fink. This is cast aluminum. Probably made in Mexico or something. $850. He's kind of cool looking for a rat fink collector. Some miscellaneous flea market / antique kind of glassware and stuff. Got a whole pile of signs at this place here. Look at the old helmet. That's pretty nice. Look at the lunch boxes. Just all kinds of stuff at this place. A tiki head there. Railroad lamps. More lunch boxes. You name it. Here it is. Check out the case here. Small stuff in there. There's some slot cars and all kinds of miscellaneous in there. More license plates. You'll notice this place has a lot of license plates. And then all from Florida. As a matter of fact, not too many of them are from Florida. They're from mostly other states. I don't know if people bring them down or, when they move here, if they just bring them down here to sell. I don't really know. A couple puppets there. A bunch more signs. There's a De La Val, Coca-Cola. Bus signs, bus parking. This toolbox here is pretty interesting. Looks like an original 1967 Plymouth troubleshooting contest. You know, classic muscle car era. That would be a good collectible item for somebody. Look at the little short box here. Nice little Chevy short box. Kind of a medium blue color. Good solid truck. This thing's pretty nice. Got a V8 in it. Here's the price right here, $15,500. There's the phone number if you're interested. It's a 1987. Last of the square bodies. Look how solid that is. Ain't a short box. Short boxes are tough to come by up our area. This thing is really solid. It's a nice pickup. Matter of fact, I don't know if there's any rust in it. It looks really good. Well, we got some Mustangs over here. Kind of glance over these. Here's a 1970 Boss 302, $29,950 on that one. You can see, we'll show you the number, you know, the guy's phone number and everything, information for this place here. They have some signs out front that have pictures of other cars that they didn't bring. But they get a few, couple Mustangs, couple Mopars here we'll show you. Nice little fastback here. GT. This one looks fairly solid. Show you the price over here. There you go, $39,500. It's a 68 390 GT. Out of my price range, but I'm sure somebody will like that. That'd be a nice car all built up. Got another fastback here on the left. I'll show you that one in a minute. The fastback adds so much to them. You can see why they're worth a lot more. They're just a lot better looking with that. Here's the signboard here. Kind of a tarp deal, and they got pictures of all their cars and stuff. Mustang Masters. There's the phone number. Here's a few of the other vehicles that didn't show, or they didn't bring. Looks like Jacksonville, Florida is where they're at. Here's the other fastback Mustang here. This one's kind of disassembled partially. That one you'd have to look over and see what kind of body work's done. Once they get primer and stuff on them, you got to give it a closer look to see what kind of repairs and body work that they've had. That's another one the guy has. Then we got a few Mopars over here. These, a couple of these had the vinyl top, which wreaks havoc on them. This one's $15,071. But a lot of times the moisture gets up under those vinyl tops and really wreaks havoc with the sheet metal. And this one here is a classic example of that. Look at all the rot down in the bottom of the roof. Look at the whole top. Just Swiss cheese, the whole roof. But they're such a sought after car that somebody will repair that. It's kind of amazing to think that, but they will. It says it runs there. It doesn't have the price. You'd have to call them up or whatever. But these are always been one of my favorite muscle cars. Looks like a new carburetor on there. But that top is shot. So you need to put another top on it. Get a donor or something. Here's another signboard he has. Once again, showing a bunch of cars that he didn't bring, showing his phone number, location, blah, blah, blah. You can check that out if you want. Mustang Masters right there. Well, we're walking down the aisle. It rained the night before here, so it's not as busy as it normally would be, but you can still see there's quite a few people. Tomorrow, the next day will be Saturday, and it'll be nicer weather, and there'll be a lot more people, I'm sure. Kind of breezy today, overcast, and rain the night before. There's a lot of plasma cutout signs and stuff. He has some interesting stuff here. Here's the Oldsmobile guy here. Check this one out. It's a convertible. Red with a white stripe up it. 1971. Looks like it's 38,500. It's a Rocket 350 in it. There's the guy's information right there if you want it. He's got that for sale. Looks pretty nice. Cutlass. And he's got a lot of Oldsmobile parts and stuff here too. I don't know. I don't know if it's a trolling motor or what that is. Got a blade on the end there. Got a pretty fancy motorhome and trailer. Check this out. I don't think he needs to sell the Oldsmobile too bad, judging from that motorhome. There's a bunch more he's got. All Oldsmobiles. And he's got a lot of replacement parts. There he is with the red shirt. A lot of smaller stuff in here, gauges and trim and stuff. There's his business cards on the top there. There's a bunch of gauges and horn buttons, 442. There's a bunch more cars here for sale. You can see a lot of the prices. Well, we'll jump over here. Got some pedal cars and more signage. There's a Chevrolet tailgate there. Looks like a 55 up style. Look at all the signs here. Look like a lot of them were reproduction on this booth. Here's a GM coupe here. Check it over. I don't know if that's a 39 maybe. Looks like it's had a lot of rust repair. The floors and the back tailpan area. There's another square body next to it. We've got a nice 1939 Pontiac coupe, if anybody's interested. Real solid Western car we got for sale at our place in South Dakota. Here's a bunch of oil cans. More license plates. Here's a bunch of Avon bottles made of, car glass bottles. There's some Tonka trucks. There's the auto hauler there. Got a bunch of Hot Wheels on top of it. All kinds of stuff here. Another Coke cooler there on the ground. There's a Cadillac grill. A bunch of Hot Wheels here in front of me. Railroad, 2 tracks it says. Railroad signs, I guess. Got a few more parts over here. Here's one of those oxygen tanks. Those are like a World War II era airplane oxygen tank, but they've been repurposed into, you name it, after, air compressor tanks, fuel tanks, whatever people want to use them for. I've got a few of those. They're always a good seller. There's a 40 Ford Fender. Model T cross member there. You can see the price on that one. Looks like 80 bucks on the air tank. It's not too bad. Here's another project car here. You can check out the information. There's his phone number and stuff. This is just I shouldn't say project car, I should say parts car, donor car. This thing is really rusty up in the cowl, Torino. But the things out east like this, they get more rust up in areas where the salt sits. There's the Donald Trump right there. Oh, he just blew over in the wind. 6,500 on this thing. Corner of the door is gone too. You see the floors there. Look at it, even up in the cowl. I don't know what if leaves sit up in here or what, but look at the rot up in there. Kind of amazing, really. So I would say that one's more of a donor car. Here's a bunch more pedal cars. There's a Casey Jones 450. That's the one that looks like a train. There's another little fire chief here. 150, I think I said on that one. Pedal cars really took a hit a few years ago. They used to be worth a lot more. Then they started reproducing them. That's kind of what these two are here. There's a banana seat bike there. But I think the reproductions really killed the original prices there. Here are some 39 Buick parking lights. Got some cool headlights here. Some good rat rod stuff. Some Model A headlights on a bar. Look at those, 125. I don't know if those are Oldsmobile headlights or Packard or what they are with that Mohawk trim down them. We've got a few motorcycles here. Red, white, and blue on that one. This one's a Norton. Show you the sign here. There it is, 1972, in the price, and the phone number. If you want it, give them a ring. Pretty nice little bike. Couple more there. Take a step over this way and check out what other car parts he has on the table. Got some early car radios, Ford intake. Little parking garage there, Greyhound sign. Got some toys. That's a nice little Lionel train there. Years. That was probably a part of a Goodyear sign or something. I don't know what that sign was. It says years now. There's a 57 Ford. And here is a 409 Chevy engine, real deal. 65. Looks like $5,000 will buy it. Check the numbers. Real deal, it says. Running too. That doesn't seem so bad. I don't know. I don't know what they're bringing today. 409's always been a valuable engine though. So here's the 57 Fairlane. Got a good looking car. This one's a retractable hardtop. You notice the seam right there and the big trunk lid. That top will fold down into the trunk lid, called a Skyliner model. Kind of a baby blue and white two-tone. That whole roof will fold up and go right in the trunk. Let's get some more car parts. Ford gauge cluster. There's a gas pedal there for a Ford. There's a few characters there. We got some, this guy's painting up these suitcases and stuff. Some of these are pretty cool. Got Willie Nelson. There's Keep On Truckin' there. Kind of a good idea. You take the old suitcases and does a good job with them. Got some saw blades up on the table too. This is Jerry Garcia, I think, on that one. Had some painted saw blades on the table there too. Some people are pretty handy with stuff like that. There's a mobile horse. We've seen a few of these at swap meets. Bought one last year at Iola. Looks like $425 on that one. The paint's kind of poor. If you watch our Lincoln, Nebraska video of the swap meet down there, you'll see we showed a black one. You don't see too many black ones. They're typically this color of this one we just showed you. A couple cylinder heads, one off a Terraplane there. Coke cooler, $2 1/4, I think. Here's an old cigarette vending machine. Kind of a neat little stoplight there. Nice condition, $40, but there's no back to it. I don't know if that's made maybe to mount right in the body of a school bus, so you don't need a back probably. There's another pleasure chest. Some more old bikes. This one's a cool one here. Banana seat. Looks like a Columbia probably. Yep, Columbia. Got the shifter right up there. It's a nice looking bike right there. And we got some more signs there, a little more modern ones. Some Hot Wheels. Look at the dolphins there, cast aluminum. Now this guy here has just about all of its 67 to 72 Chevy truck stuff. There might be some that dates back to the earlier 60s, but it's mostly that series. See, you got a bunch of doors there. That looks like a Suburban rear door, that one. These are pickup doors. Pretty solid stuff. Probably getting them from out west, Texas or something, I'm guessing. Here's some front fenders. Got a whole pile of them. Cowl panels, dash panels. He's got a lot of this stuff. All the small pieces, hood hinges, door latches, emblems. All for those era Chevy pickups. Even got the mirrors there off the side. There's a bunch of emblems there. He's got tubs full of this stuff here all over the place. There's all the seat belts. Those aren't easy to come by anymore. Got a bunch of the seat belts, inner door panels. There you go. There's what he's got. 60 to 72 Chevy stuff, it says. There's some signs here. Look like reproductions. Another wrap think there. It's kind of an interesting sign there. There's a Texaco sign. That's probably an old one, but the rest of this stuff looks like reproduction. This guy's got all kinds of tools here. Ryobi, DeWalt, all different makes. These are kind of interesting guys making different stuff up. This is a swordfish made up out of all kinds of little scrap metal pieces. There's the price there, $1,800. There's a front end, a Chevy front end turned into a desk, I believe, or a countertop of some sort. There's a Ford one over there, the red one. Looks like they weld up a steel frame, put some wood in there. Then here's a Nash one, Nash car. Then put an old cut-off front on there. This one's a Chevy one. See the price there, $4,800. So when you guys are coming to me to buy those cut-off fronts and you don't want to pay $300 or $400, there's what they're getting with a little wood piece on top, $4,800. There's a Chevy tailgate. Look at all the anvil, or not anvils, but vices. Some of them have an anvil end on them, but there's just quite a collection of vices there. You can see the prices, $275, $350, $100 and something. All kinds of wagons. About every swap meet you go to has people with wagons. This is a buddy of mine. This is Mike. Lives down in Florida, a friend of ours. And he's got a kind of an interesting display here. Check this guy out. That's an old jailhouse bathroom there. Got the sink and the toilet all in one. There's the jailbird sitting on there too. He's got all kinds of license plates and street signs, road signs. He does really well with the traffic lights too. He's got a bunch of you can see him hanging up on the back there. And he's got a mishmash of car parts too. That's his camper back there. There's a Plymouth hood, 35 Plymouth. If you see anything in his booth, I can get you his info. You just message me and I can get you his info and he could deal with you through the internet or over the phone or whatever. There's a mile marker sign, Legends Drive there, Lauren Street. Not sure where those are out of. See the price on that one there, $50. There's a piece of a car there, probably a Chevy, I think, maybe a two-door sedan, the header panel over the doors. Mile marker 15. He's got some Ohio highway signs there, looks like. He also sells all his fabric here. Blocks out the sunlight when you're in hot places like Florida with a lot of sun. And he gets those fabric remnants and sells those. You can put them over things. All kinds of license plates. Got a lot of Florida ones here. Got some other states. There's Kansas. There's Florida. You can see some of the prices on them. It's a mishmash of states there. Illinois, Florida, different states, Arizona. There's some of his traffic lights there. They got those lit up, plug into the electricity and light up for you. Kind of flopping around in the breeze there, but if you had them in your house, they wouldn't be moving. Well, here's the next guy. This one's got a kind of a mix of car parts and muscle car stuff. There's a crankshaft, transmission there. AMC parts there on the table. There's a GM coupe here. Or no, I guess it's is it a two-door sedan maybe? Whipple's Garage. Yeah, this one's a two-door sedan. So Whipple's Garage has that one. If you're interested, you can look them up. Over here we got some fenders there. Bunch more signs. Check this car out from this side here. It's got the for sale sign in the front. Kind of red inside, red outside. And I'll show you the sign here. 1940. You can see the phone number there. If you're interested, you can give them a ring. Whipple's Garage. There's another one of those air bombs right there, air tanks. You'll see quite a few of those at every swap meet, but they do sell well. I look for them all the time. I grab them when I can get them right. This one's got a mishmash of little tin cans there, and there's a couple intakes back here. We'll check those out. Multi-carb intakes here. There's a bunch of little toy cars. Some corgis and dinkies and Tootsie Toys. There's one of the intakes. You got dual carbs. This one here's got 3 carbs on it. Edelbrock. Now we're coming up on another custom motorcycle here. This one's wild looking. Chopper. Here's a Mustang here. This is a good looking car. Nice little Mustang. Got a stick holding the hood up there. Here's the information. 67 Mustang, 18,000. Phone number on the sign. It looks like kind of it's blue, but it's kind of an opalescent pearl coat or something blue. Looks like an old body with modern wheels, interior, engine. But the old body shell, kind of a cool car. Be a fun driver. And we'll skip over here. There's a couple kids staring down there, little dummies. Here's some intakes here. Stop signs. You see those everywhere. Some more modern wheels. There's some stilts for a drywaller or something to do the sealing, I guess. I don't know. Jump over the other side here. See what we can find. At the end of this video, we'll show you the few things we did get. We don't really buy much here because it's just too far to ship stuff home. Most swap meets I go to, I drive, and then I can take whatever I want. But this one I flew down here, so got to kind of limit what we find here. A lot of mechanical stuff. Yeah. Transmission there, headers. Well, here's some more signs. There's the bare wheel alignment. And we got some bigger signs here. I'm guessing probably reproductions on these. Bunch more smaller signs under the tent. Oh, look at the Model A hot rod there. We'll check that out in a second. Bunch of cylinder heads, intakes, some clutch parts there, or different transmission parts. Look at this little Model A. It's got a, looks like a 3031 two-door body. Got a 32 grill on it. Got a Hemi engine there. Look at the row of carburetors. Got 4 Stromberg carbs. There's the price, $21K right there, and the phone number. It's got kind of a patina paint job. No top in it yet, stuff, you know, no interior. You need to finish it up. But it's a good start. Sitting real low. Chopped top on it, real low to the ground. Some more pedal cars and bicycle here. A few smaller toys and stuff, some trains. There's a train set there. Another one there. There's your price, $50 right there. Got a few Hot Wheels and stuff. Steering column. Baseball player there. Here's the bicycles. That one's got a Springer front end on it. Mid-weight, not a fat tire, but it's a mid-weight bike with a Springer on it. Got some more signage here. Road signs, street signs. Look at the pig over there. There's the SO sign next to it. Now this is a nice little truck. This is a wide window 3100 Chevy. And it's got the fleet side bed, short box. I think they're just driving that one. Not for sale. Then this one here is really rusty. I kind of wanted to point this out because look at you guys that are from South Dakota and stuff out where we're at. Take a look at what people are dealing with back east. And there ain't much left of that. Impala, it's a Chevy Impala, but there no floor, no front, back's cut off it. Looks like it's got a few parts on it. Cut the back of the frame off, but you can see the rust in the frame up in the front, the rust in the cowl. Look at that. That's what happens to them out on the East Coast. Horribly rusty. And we'll jump over to the next spot here. Got some tires and stuff across the aisle. Some rally wheels. Mopar, 4.5 bolts. $250 it looked like for the set of Mopar wheels. Another wheel for 100 there. Got some dash panels and stuff in here, radios, gauge clusters. A lot of different parts in here. Look at all the clocks. $250 for that AM FM radio there. Well, we jumped over to the next spot here. This is a Coca-Cola cooler. This is a big one. Look at all the license plates in there. Make good storage, but it's big and heavy. That's probably 8 feet long. There's a no trespassing sign there. It's a nice little sign. Lightweight tin. Yeah, we got some thermometers, more modern signs and stuff. There's a candlestick phone. Even got an axe laying there. Look at the water spigot there with the bird on it for a handle, 45 bucks. Probably brass, but it looks like it was painted over. There's a couple racks, nice Whiz rack there, Whiz products with all kinds of oil cans and different coffee cans and different stuff on the rack. But I like that display, the Whiz display, that's a nice piece. There's a bread door push, advertising bread there. Shamrock, that looks like a farm gas pump. Look at this, kind of styled after a Packard, I think, on the front. It's an old ride of some sort here. We'll read the sign on the inside. It's got some rust on it and stuff, but it's pretty interesting. 500 bucks. It's a Custer. I guess they were made in Ohio, I think the guy said. That would be a fun car to put a little electric motor or Briggs and Stratton or something in there. Bunch more license plates. Get them from all over the place. Wyoming, Maine, New York, you name it. Looks like he's got about every state there. That's a cool ice cream wagon there. Check that out. It's all restored, cab over truck. There's the Yinling beer truck in front of it. This is a GMC. It says 1941. It's cab over. You can pause on that if you want to read that. I believe it's a military truck. It's a four-wheel drive. See how high it sits? Pretty interesting truck being a four-wheel drive in a cab over and also have that body on it. It's kind of an interesting truck. Got tow hooks on the front in case you get stuck. Here's kind of a low rider here. This is a Ford pickup with the unibody and cab arrangement. Looks like it's got a more modern big block engine. Cut out wheel wells and stuff. But you notice how the bed and the cab are one piece. They're not separate like most pickups, so they're a unibody deal. 27.5 on that, 61 Ford F100. It's got his number and info on there. This is a custom too with the wide rear window. It's got the, looks like the hydraulics and stuff in there. Looks like it's clear coated over bare steel, most of it. Louvers in the hood. Even got a motorhome for sale there, toter. Looks like a Freightliner. All kinds of miscellaneous parts there. There's a couple Corvettes here and an Opel, I think, in the middle. Got some military leftover gas engines there. Motorcycle parts. Some car parts. There's a 57 Chevy there. Kind of a patina ride. This is a four-door sedan. There's the information right there. $4,000. Got some rust up in the right above the windshield, some on the bottom of the fender there. Some rust up on the top of the quarters. That's kind of odd, be way up high like that. Notice the rust around the base of the windshield. I've got a good two-door sedan body, a 57 Chevy, two-door post if anybody's looking for one. We've got it in the yard here in South Dakota. Here's another truck here. This one's an International. Looks like a KB 1940s KB series International right there. On a different chassis, $3,000 best offer, no title. Not sure what chassis it's sitting on, but something a little more modern than the truck. Got quite a few different miscellaneous parts. There's a Ford truck emblem there. Quite a bit of Ford stuff there. Mustang horn buttons. Some gauge clusters here. Quite a few gauge clusters actually. More Mustang parts. Headlight bucket there. '67 Cougar with a tack on it there. You don't see too many of those. All kinds of buckets of parts at that place. There's a Chevy van here, kind of a cool little cruiser van. Check out the info there, 7500, it's a 1980. There's the phone number. Kind of a good looking little van, really. Heavy Chevy, it says on the side. Chevy Sport, it says down on the stripe there, on the orange stripe. Doesn't look very rusty. Got some headers on the side pipes there. Looks like a short van, a 10 model, C10. There's a Suburban here, Chevy Suburban, or really a carryall because they didn't have the Suburban name until much later on. Plymouth was a Suburban, Chevy was a carryall. Here it is, price and everything right there. Looks fairly solid on this side. Looks like somebody's patched in the cowl there where they always rust. Somebody's already repaired that, so that's good. Pretty difficult to find these old carryalls anymore. See the inside there. Looks like it's got yellow under a bunch of different colors. Might have been a school bus at one point, who knows. Got the barn doors in the back. A little rust up above that fender. Some rust on this side down low on the bottom of the quarter there, a little on the running board. There's your patch. There you can see the black area where they always rust and they got patched in. I believe this one's a 53. But anyway, there it is. You can call them up if you're interested. Here's a bunch of figures. Got even Ronald McDonald here. Old visible gas pump. There's some aliens in the background there. Got a couple of mobile Pegasus horses. Those are reproductions. There's the alien there. He's holding a gun at us. We'll check out the Coca-Cola crossing guard policeman on there. Got the cast iron Coca-Cola base. There it is, slow school zone. That's pretty interesting. Even got a bumper car here. There's a vintage bumper car. There's another Coca-Cola machine. That one's got the refrigeration unit in it. There's some interesting stuff. There's some car rides that you drop a quarter in. Nice gas pump there, visible. Look at all the railroad lanterns. Got quite a collection of those. There's the guy's name there on the sign. There's a Jeep pedal car. Well, got quite a few pedal cars in the back there. Got his information there. He's wanted, looking for stuff to buy too. If you get anything to sell him or buy, or if you want to buy something, give him a ring. You can pause it on his info there. And we'll jump over this side. Looks like a Dodge pickup here. Probably a 37 or 8 cab on there. You got the engine covered up so it doesn't get wet. Kind of a fun little hot rod there. It's a really clean Suburban, Chevy Suburban. This one's really clean. I mean, the body's like mint on this. Check the sign out here, 27.5 on that. 81,000 miles, it's a 94. That's his phone number. That Suburban, it's a lot of money, but that is extremely nice. I mean, it's just about mint. Here's a Buick GS Grand Sport. Got some seats here. Some Cougar taillights. Pretty nice looking Buick there. Yeah, I guess some older headlights here, 1930s. There's a Chevy Dash right there for 40 bucks. That is the famous dollar tarp. A lot of wheel center caps and screw-on hubcaps. Chevy hood ornament there for 50 bucks. It's always nice to come down here, you know, after a long winter in South Dakota. We did go to the Lincoln, Nebraska swap meet, which you can go check that video too if you haven't seen it yet. And we'll also be going to Carlisle and Hershey stuff this fall. We got a lot of other ones planned over the summer here, so stay tuned. Look at the BMX bike there. That's pretty nice. Those are really, really collectible now. People are really after those. But if you like our videos, you know, please subscribe if you haven't already, and give us thumbs up, give us good comments and stuff. Let us know what you like to see. Here's some Tri-5 stuff here, Chevy. And you know, like I say, we'll be doing lots of swap meets and auctions and different picks that we go on to old ranches and stuff out west. And we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into this summer. This is all 55-7 stuff, Tri-5 Chevy. Those are core supports, buckets of trim, bunch of doors. Looks like a station wagon upper and lower gate there. This is kind of interesting here. It's a trike, wheelchair trike, 1978 Olds Toronado, powered 403 Olds. Boy, that would have some power. That would really push your wheelchair along there. This is a chair sitting in it, have a 403 Olds engine behind you. That might get a little scary. But there it is. Don't know if you could get insurance on that one. Some motorcycle parts in the back of his bed there, look like. Quite a mishmash of stuff here, mechanical stuff mostly. Intakes, springs, all kinds of different stuff. Here's some wheels. This is an interesting little Model A replica, probably a fiberglass body. There it is, 31 Ford, auto AC, asking 20,000. It's also got a 32 Ford on the sign there. But I believe this to be a fiberglass. I don't know if this is a Shea or a manufacturer made these, but they're probably made back in the 80s, you know, late 70s, early 80s probably. Looks like a 31 Model A Roadster kinda. All kinds of terminals and wire connections and stuff there. A lot of these swap meets you can find all kinds of little specialty tools and things that you don't see every day. There's some intakes there. Quite a collection of intakes. Look at the horse there. Ride on horse off a merry-go-round or something. A bunch more oil cans back in there. Oh no, those are beer cans. Those aren't oil cans, they're beer cans. Vintage beer cans. Got a cigar store indie in there. A lot of reproduction stuff in this booth. Most all of it, just about. You learn a while after going to swap meets and the antique shows and stuff. After a while, you can spot the reproduction stuff about a mile away. There's the Donald Trump again. You are in Florida, so everybody down there likes Donald. Look at all this stuff here. Is all kinds of different mechanical parts, oil pans, steering boxes. Check this muscle car out here. We'll check the sign out. There's the information on it. It's a 70. Pretty nice. Got a Cobra decal on there. Cobra jet engine probably. Hood scoop. It's got pins on the hood to keep the hood down there. Nice orange color. Real nice paint job on that. Nice looking car. There's a Chevy pickup here. Looks like a short box. There's the information. C10 135 phone number. Yep, that's a short box right there. Be a nice truck to restore. I'll step out on front here. There's some more Chevy truck parts here. Got a gauge cluster and some grill parts. Mostly 67 to 72 stuff. Here's some older stuff here, some older 30s headlights. This guy had all this stuff on sale. He's got a lot of headlights, headlight rings, different headlight parts here. Spotlights, more headlight buckets. Mostly 20s and 30s stuff looks like. The spotlights are 40s, 50s maybe. Half off right there. It's all on sale. Half off the listed price. So with the half off discount, there's probably some good deals in there. There's some of the turn signals with the arrows on them. Those are interesting. Come off a truck or a bus or something probably. Some lenses. There's a 39 Deluxe in the middle there. Well, we'll jump over this side of the aisle. See what they got over here. Is a Ford car back in here. Some Model T fenders there. This looks like a two-door post car. 5700 offers trades. Kind of a rat rod car. A lot of hubcaps and grills and stuff there on the ground. Over here we got new tires. Looks like mostly trailer tires and stuff. Just about every swap meet you go to has trailer tires. If you're going to a swap meet and you blow your tire on the trailer, You don't want to buy one on the street because it'll be a lot cheaper in here. They're usually good deals at these kinds of places. Here's a good looking Camaro here. White with red rally stripes. SS. Got some halogen or something headlights in there. Blacked out side windows. Nice looking car. These are custom made bed floors with different designs on them. They also have the hidden latches here. We see this guy at Carlisle too. There's his information right there. If you need the hidden latches or the custom bed floors, he makes them right there. He'll make you what you need. This guy looks like he's got quite a bit of Ford stuff from the looks of it. Stuff's all nicely cleaned and organized here. There's some Ford truck parking lights. A lot of new all stock stuff. Look at the gauges for 5102 trucks. Let's get some nice stuff here. Looks like all Ford. There's some F700 emblems. Those are for a big series truck. Door handles. Some pretty nice trim there. Good condition. 40 Ford taillight bezels. Got horn ring, different 60s parts. Most of his stuff looks like the 50s and 60s. Some things are a little older. Some things might be a little newer. But most of it's in that era. Even some old fire extinguishers there on the table. A lot of the stuff's new all stock in the original boxes, a lot of it. There's some bigger sheet metal parts, some fenders and doors. New all stock fender. Looks like some 40 Ford doors. Or no, maybe those are 48 to 52 Ford truck. Like the hood. There's some 40 Ford doors on the right though. And we'll jump over the other side of the aisle. A lot of chrome alternators, master cylinders here, different mechanical parts, a bunch of steering wheels. You can see the prices right there. Some other miscellaneous parts here. Look at these suspension kits. 63 to 72 Chevy. You can see the prices right there. Car covers across the aisle. Here's another tarp they get on the ground with a bunch of parts on here. Check them out. A lot of valve covers. Chevy truck grill there, 60s one. Some rally wheels, GM stuff looks like. Here's another project car, convertible. Right here, 68 SS, real deal, super sport. 26.9. There's your price down, or your phone number down there. AC, auto, disc brakes. That'd be a nice car restored. Big block engine in there. And it's a convertible. You don't see too many of those. Looks fairly solid. Floors are good. But if you're interested in that project car, you can give them a ring. A bunch of gauges there. Check out what's on these tables. Some carbs. Look at all the shifter knobs. Mopar stuff there. Bunch of transmission shifter linkage or handles. Well, I like the little Dodge pickup there. I'll have to check that out. There's a advanced design grill, looks like a reproduction. This is a nice little short box, early to mid 80s Dodge. Got an aftermarket hood on there with some scoops in it. Good looking truck though, nice solid body on it, kind of a copper color. Short box on it. Well, we've got kind of a miscellaneous collection over here. Mostly auto parts and stuff. There's some manifolds in the ground, some brake drums. There's the old Ford hubcap. Looks like they cut the center out of a Ford hubcap, actually, a 30s one. Those tires are kind of interesting, slicks on them. Oh, here's another dollar table. A lot of times you can find some decent stuff on dollar tables or $5 tables or $10 or whatever the number is. Usually they just put a bunch of stuff there, and some of the things are good deals. Some of them, that's about all they're worth, really. But if you get there early, you can probably get some good deals off them. Chevy truck grill on the ground there. That's the $2 each table there. Here's a little Chevy pickup. 1955, 6800. This one's kind of interesting. It looks like they needed some rust repair, and they have the panels there, but they're just screwed on. They're not welded on. It's a short box step side. Here's a 41 Ford pickup for 2800. Missing a lot of parts. Have title, can deliver. There's the phone number right there. There's the guy's card right there. This bed is a later one. That looks like a 53 up bed. It's got the older tailgate. Doesn't fit quite right. That's why it's strapped on there. Here's a Chevy Corvair here. 2400 on that. It's going to be the same owner as the last one. There's the phone number there. You can see it. It's a van, window van. That's kind of cool. You don't see too many of those anymore. There's a Chevy two-door car. There's the other side of the pickup. Check this car out quickly. 2500, can deliver. 49 Chevy. Looks like it needs a lot of work. Here's the other side of the pickup here. There's what it looks like inside. Here's another square body Chevy. Silverado C10 on that one. 3500, it's 1981. Looks like a long box. Fairly solid. Not much rust in it. Kind of a typical paint scheme they did for those years. You used to see that color a lot back then. Look at the old Airstream travel trailer there. Those are really sought after now. This is mostly inside the racetrack. The big racetrack is around those bleachers and way behind us here, but these little roadways on the inside of the track, because the track has quite a bank on it. It'd be hard to set up on there, but this is kind of the inner circle where people come. Look at all the cars over there in the distance. We'll walk over there and see what those are. We're getting to the far end of the track here, so there's just a little bit more here of the swap meet on this end. We'll also do a video on the car corral, so if you want to see that, we're going to be posting that after this one. There's, I don't know, a lot of cars in the car corral, so we'll do a little walkthrough there too. This guy's got some parts here and stuff. You got a Corvette. Got a Corvette convertible here, or a Roadster. It's a red one. Guy's popping the hood, see what's under there. There's the price there, $32,500. Some of the information on it on that sign. You can pause it if you want to. Here's another little Chevy coupe. Got some flames on it. It's black with flames. It's got a 350. It's 9,500. Be the same. These cars are all the same guy, so if you want them, just go back to that first one there and pause it and check out his info. There's some Coke coolers again. 275 on that one. Some toys here. Tonka Jeep. Look at the nice DeSoto convertible back in there. We'll check that out too. Some fire trucks. Lots of press steel trucks here. Tonka, Buddy L, Structo, Nylon. Looks like. Wyandotte. Different makes. This is a Calvinator Appliances on an old Lincoln Continental there. 7,500 on that one. Drive me home. That one must run good. And here's the DeSoto. This one's really nice. Look at the wire wheels. Nice convertible. Got the Hemi engine. Got a wolf whistle under the hood. 38.5 is the price. Once again, same seller as the other one. So if you just back it up a little bit, you can see his phone number. Here's the Lincoln. 7,500. This is a big, heavy car. Massive car. It's got the hood opens up backwards. It's a 4-door. But it's a lot of heavy steel right there. I will step over to these here. 42,000 miles on this one. 7,500. Looks in really nice condition. It's another Lincoln. And this one's a Buick. This one's 12.5. It's a 4-door sedan. Looks like pretty nice condition. Preservation Award car. So it must be really nice condition. Original. Oh, there we go. It's got a Wyoming plate. That's why. That's why it's solid. It's not from East Coast. It's from Wyoming. Smoothest driving car here. Well, probably got low miles. Buicks drive good too, though. There's some more Chevy GMC stuff. Some tailgates. Well, those are all GMC, I guess. That one on the right looks like a reproduction. Not sure. The one on the left almost looks like Newell stock. I don't know. Some rear fender there. Front fender. Some different parts. So, like I said before, at the end of this video, we'll do a little bonus footage, and we'll show you the few things we got here. Here's a Model A, 2829. I don't know if you can see the price there. It's hard to see on that one. There you go, 7,500, 29 Model A. Interior's not much to it. So, you know, if you like these videos, like I said before, subscribe, give us thumbs up, give us good comments. We got lots of this coming in the future, lots of stuff like this, swap meets, auctions, car corrals, different shows and stuff. We do some museums here and there. While we're in Florida here, we're going to do this one. We're going to do the car corral. Then we're going to do the drag racing museum, the Don Garlett's Museum in Ocala. So, you know, stay tuned for those. Here's another nice little coupe here. Got the wood spoke wheels. And this one here was Daytona, Florida, the swap meet. They have a fall one called the Turkey Rod Run. That's a lot bigger. This is their spring meet, but it's still a lot of fun. That one's a Buick. There's a little Ford pickup here. A little F100. Check that one out, 60s. There's the racetrack right there. You can see the palm trees and the tires to crash into if you get in a problem there. Look at the checkered seats. I believe the finish line is near there somewhere. Here's the other side of the Ford pickup. Got a little buggered up on that corner, but not a bad pickup really. Good one to work on. Jump out in the front here. See what this big 20s sedan is here. One looks like a Nash, I believe. This one looks really good original. I mean, it looks like much of it's the original paint. Nice inside. This is just a nice car. There's the guy's info right there. Port Orange, Florida. That sure looks like original paint on there. If not, it's really old. It's a four-door sedan. Just a nice Survivor. See if we can see some information up on the front here. There it is, Nash. 26 Nash sedan. Got a New Hampshire Man on the Mountain plate on there. Well, we're going to do a little bonus footage here. This is just showing you the few things I got down there at the Daytona Swap Meet. I got these carburetors here. I bought those all in one lot. One of them's an early Dodge here. This is like a 20s Dodge Brothers. You can probably make it out there, Dodge Brothers. We try not to buy too much down there just because it costs a lot to ship it. Otherwise, we could buy more, but we got those two. These are spare tire locks for an early Ford. This is a throttle spoon for like a 35 to 47 truck Ford. These are Buick, I think 36 Buick parking lights. This is a Mopar carburetor, ball and ball. There's another carb there. This is kind of cool here. Kind of a nice, the guy said it come off a fire truck. I don't know, it's got a flame on the top, but it's a nice brass dog bone with a ornament on it there. This is an early bicycle headlight, 50s I guess. Got some carbs here. I think this one is off a Jeep. These were real cheap, so we shipped them up. This one's new old stock, never used. And then this carb here looks like a truck one. It's got a governor on it, looks like. Probably an early Dodge or something. I don't know, maybe cab over. So we got all those. And then we got these tailgates here. I'm just unwrapping these. This stuff just got shipped in from Florida here. So, I'm back in South Dakota now. But I just thought it's always interesting to see what we found. This is a Ford tailgate, an early one. I believe 32 to 34 style. Set that aside there. Oh, I got a tool bag here for my DeWalt tools. And I got a Plymouth tailgate here. I can show you that one. You can see the Plymouth name on there. About the only difference from a Dodge is just the stamping of the name. So I got that, and we got a, in this box here, I'll cut it open and show you. It's kind of a neat little sign. So this is the sign. It's kind of a nice lightweight tin, no trespassing sign. I thought that was kind of cool. Probably hang that on the wall. And we got a few things on the way home here. I stopped at a place and got these things. Well, this I got at the swap meet. This was an airplane, takes a lighter in there. These other things I got at a place we stopped at on the way home. Kind of a cool cone top beer can there. Got a bullet hole in the side. This is kind of an interesting little horse head mascot to go on your radiator cap. Got a 1974 Cincinnati Reds bobblehead. Got an early horn here. Northeast. So this stuff here I got on my ride home from the airport. I got this stuff here in South Dakota. This is some sort of, they had it marked as a boat float. I don't know exactly what it is. I gotta figure that one out. Got a truck mirror there. And they got a Tonka truck with the trailer there. I think that's about it. So anyway, that's our excursion there. That's one that we got to be limited as to what we buy there just because of the distance to haul stuff. I believe our next swap meet will be in Nebraska, and we'll do a video on that one. That one I buy a lot more at because it's a lot closer and I can haul the stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, subscribe to us, give us thumbs up, give us good comments. All these things help. And we'll do as many as we can this year. We got a lot of things planned. So please stay tuned, and we'll show you what we find at all these swap meets. Thank you.